Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the Kahoks. I said the Kahoks, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm on my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now we're good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, as we welcome you to Belleville, Illinois, as we get you set for some high school boys basketball action here on the Kahok Sports Network, as your Collinsville Kahoks travel to Belleville to take on the Belleville East Lancers. I am Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network. Chris Kettler will be along in just a little bit as we welcome you in to the Chiropractic Works pregame show. Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Well, here we are, the last week of the regular season. This is the last road game of the regular season for your Collinsville Kahoks. One more home game coming up Friday against East St. Louis, and then we will dive into postseason play next week. Collinsville comes into this contest ranked number 9 in the state of Illinois, and they bring with them a 25-4 record. They are 7-3 in Southwestern Conference play. Belleville East, they come in at 10-17 on the year. They are 2-8 in Southwestern Conference play. And looking at the numbers team-wise, Collinsville averaging scoring just a tick over 66 points a game, while Belleville East comes in averaging 51.1 points per game, so a big difference there of about 15 points. Then on the defensive side of things, Collinsville has an advantage there as well, as Belleville East has allowed 54.5 points per game. Collinsville coming in has only allowed 46.3 points per game. As we bring in Chris Keller, who will be on the camera tonight. Chris, it's been a while. I haven't seen this team play in quite some time, thanks to Mother Nature.
Yeah, Mother Nature has had her own thoughts there, messing with the schedule last week and a little bit this week. So yeah, you've been away for a bit, and well, just couldn't quite do it against Belleville West last week. Fell behind 17 there. The team battled back, got it down to 3 late, and you know, it was an all right showing there against one of the best teams in the state.
Yeah, Mother Nature, when she sees Collinsville versus Belleville on the schedule, she's got, not so fast. Both the Belleville West games got moved. Didn't get to do either one of those games. And then this game was scheduled for yesterday, but last night we had that little mixture of rain, snow, sleet, and whatever else came with it that pushed this game up to tonight. But nevertheless, we have a game for you, and we'll be bringing you a little bit more about these two teams, Collinsville and Belleville East, in just a little bit. But next up, had a chance to sit down and talk things over with Collinsville head coach Darren Lee just a little while ago, and we'll pass that conversation on to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. It is the final regular season road game for your Collinsville Kahok boys basketball team, as we're in Belleville tonight for a battle with the Belleville East Lancers. Just a little bit of one day late. Joining us now on the show is Collinsville head coach Darren Lee. Coach, before we get to the varsity side, let's talk about your JV team for a minute. They have the rest of this game, which we're at halftime now, and then they have Friday night's game, and that's it. Talk to us a little bit about the JV team. First of all, what they mean to the varsity team by being the guys they're going up against in practice every day, and then some of the guys we might look forward to seeing next year.
Well, obviously they have to play the other team's offense in practice, so you know that's an important thing for us, and when we're in practice. So and most of these guys, sometimes we have some guys that might double in the varsity game. We really don't have too many tonight, but sometimes they have to play double duty. But yeah, that's a very important role for a varsity team.
Talk to us about some of the guys we might see next year on the varsity team. I'm looking at, when I come and see these junior varsity games, I got a little bit of time to watch. Tell us a little bit about Josh Chambers. I like what I've seen so far from him.
Well, we got those two bigs, Josh, and he's a big guy. He's really doing a good job defensively. Got a lot of size. His brother played for us. He's a lot like him. He's going to keep getting better. He's really smart. Good student of the game, and just big, strong kid in there, and he's done a good job defensively tonight, being in position a lot.
Talk to me about David Granger. There's some kid with a lot of length to him.
Yeah, David's really came on. He was growing about 4 or 5 inches since last year. David and Josh have really gotten better as the season went along. So a lot of length, still learning the game. Didn't even play basketball in junior high. Didn't start till playing when he was a freshman. So he's got a lot of upside.
All right, let's go backwards in time. The Bell West game was the last one, and unfortunately it got rearranged, as most of the Belleville games have this year. So tell us a little bit about what you thought about the game against the Maroons.
Well, they're just a defending state champs, one of the top teams in the state. They're just very hard to handle. They're so big and physical for us. Just matching up with them. Our big guys got in foul trouble. We couldn't even get both of them out there at the same time because they're in foul trouble the whole time, and especially KJ. And Marshall did a good job on Liddell. He's just a load for us to stop. I thought we could have been a little more patient on offense at times, but dug ourselves a hole. We were able to battle back, but they, give them credit. They made it tough on us.
I know that no one likes to lose, but if there's anything as such as a good loss, would that be considered as one? It might help you out a little bit later down the line here in the playoffs?
Well, maybe so, but we were trying to vie in for a conference championship, and we've lost those 3 conference games. They're all close. We certainly could have won the first 2, so that's what stings the most for us. But, I really don't think about down the road, because right now when we get in the postseason, I'll just try to win that first one, and it'll be tough, whether it's Edwardsville or Granite. I really don't worry about anything down the road. When we get to the postseason, let's worry about that one game and try to get by that. And then if we can get by that, we'll see who we play in the regional final and try to get that one.
You almost led me into my next question. The schedule came out. Granite City and Edwardsville have the first game this coming Monday night. How do you see that game playing out?
I have no idea who's going to win. So that's tough on us. We'll have to maybe practice for one on one day and the other one on the next. And then Tuesday, figure out who wins and have a little walkthrough before our game Tuesday night. And I really don't know. I think it's a toss-up. I really do. I could see Granite win it, but I could also see Edwardsville. Edwardsville did a nice job against us last time we played and posed us a lot of problems. If Edwardsville gets ahead early, I think they'll win. So I think whoever gets ahead in the first half will have, that would be a big deal in that game.
Of course, the other regional is taking place at Belleville West with the host team. I would imagine everybody would think would be the favorite to win that regional.
Well, I would think. If somebody else won it, I'd be very surprised. I just don't see anybody else beating them. I really don't. I mean, Quincy and Chatham, I think Quincy may beat Chatham. I just don't see them beating them, but we'll see. You never know.
All right, let's talk about this game tonight. You have Belleville East. This is a team, obviously, we saw in the Prairie Farms tournament and that you already has handled this year. So what are you looking for out of this game tonight?
Well, we need to have a good game. We just need to play well. We really need these conference road games, we've never won by very much, and they've all been tough to win. And every conference road game has been a battle for us, and so I don't expect tonight to be any different. But I want to do a good job defensively. We did a good job against them the first time. We should not give up very many points if we can keep them from penetrating from the basket. Then offensively, I think our bigs can have some success if we can find them in there. Hopefully, I thought we were a little impatient the last game. We didn't turn our offense over enough. We rarely ran our offense once and then reset and ran it again. I mean, we can do that every once in a while. Just I would like to do a better job with that and find our bigs. Find our 2 big guys in there. I think they can go to work a little bit.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
That's head coach Darren Lee of your Collinsville Kahoks. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll set the starting 5 for each team, and then we'll have some high school basketball for you. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, and accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs, sauces, and they donate 25 cents of each unit sold to first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com. All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, business, sports team, and more. All Pro Tees offers a variety of services and options, and they'll walk you through that process step by step. They pride themselves in being a local Collinsville business, and they specialize in helping their clients promote and grow that business, all with custom apparel. All Pro Tees, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or call 344-2200. And once again, we welcome you back to Belleville East High School. I am Todd Duke, and Chris Kettler along with us, as well as we are just about ready for some high school basketball here between Collinsville and Belleville East. Of course, Collinsville coached by Darren Lee. He is in his 10th year. And right now, Darren Lee has 165 wins and 134 losses as the head coach of the Kahawks. Jeff Creek is the head coach of Belleville East. He is in his second year. They went 12-17 last year. They're 10-17 so far this year with a couple of games left, so they need a win tonight and a win on Friday night to end their season with the exact same record they had last year, but we're hoping that doesn't happen this time around. So 22-34 so far for Jeff Creek in his second year at Belleville East. Over the last 20 years, Collinsville on the losing end of things between themselves and East at 14-29, but overall, since 1970, when Belleville East first started playing school as Belleville East, Collinsville holds the big-time advantage at 60 wins and 22 losses. But, Chris, you can throw all that out the window. It's 2018, and none of that really means anything right now. Collinsville, if you're the Kahawks, you want a good game. You want to get on a roll. You got East St. Louis coming up on Friday. Big, big game to end the season to propel you into the playoffs starting for Collinsville on Tuesday.
Right, two important games here to get ready for the playoffs. Maybe shake off a little rust with a little longer layoff than they were expecting, and then have the big battle with East St. Louis on Friday. And then Coach talked about it. You go in the playoffs and you don't know which team you're going to get. So how do you go about getting ready for it? But they're two teams that you have already played.
Yeah, and that first game was, 7 o'clock Monday?
Yeah, 7 o'clock Monday, and then it's turnaround. We play them the next day.
Turn around at 6 o'clock the next day, so you have less than 24 hours to think about who you're going to play, let alone practice or game plan for it.
Yeah, no real game plan out there. They just have only a little bit of time to walk through maybe after school on Tuesday. Edwardsville posed some problems, last week when we saw them. They stalled the game out a bit. Big guys got in trouble, and Ray looked a little sick out there at times. So the scoring punch wasn't quite there, but that was the fact. Hats off to Edwardsville. They stalled the game out a bit and really took the Kahawks out of it. So they'll cause some problems for us. And if it's Granite, Granite gave Kahawks a heck of a first half a couple weeks ago, and then the Kahawks lifted off their third quarter there and took care of business in the second half.
Yeah, we got to see Granite and Edwardsville a lot Prairie Farms Holiday Classic, and of course I was there as Granite City did make a pretty good run at it there at the Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament, and then just a couple of weeks after that they played Collinsville again, and as you mentioned, gave Collinsville a fit. So yeah, pick your poison, man. Granite City wins, they give you problems. Edwardsville wins, they give you problems.
Yeah, and you got no time to prepare for either one, like we said. So, congratulations for being the top seed.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? If you end up winning that game, which I think, Collinsville should, I think they have a better team than Granite and Edwardsville, chances are you're possibly looking at a regional conference, regional championship matchup with Alton, and we already know that Alton can give you fits.
Yeah, Alton gives lots of fits there, but the Kahoks got that win the game pulled away at the end, won big there by 15, and Springfield, I think, has gotten a lot better here since we saw them before Christmas. They had a lot of young guys too, and they were playing very well, and they've only gotten better as the seasons went along.
Yep, we are getting way ahead of ourselves here, but that's what we tend to do here in this business of
just breaking down that regional and knowing teams we got to face. But yeah, it's Belleville East tonight.
Yeah, that would have been a tough task at any rate coming in, and you could look over at the Belleville West Regional and say, well, they got it easier because we got Alton in our regional. They don't really have it any easier, but I think they're going to have a little bit of a better time getting through that regional than Collinsville will in their own regional.
I think, Chatham had the next best record out if you took Collinsville and Alton West out of it, and then 5 through 10, those 6 teams, you could have kind of just pulled them out of a hat and done anything with those because they've all beat each other in different times, and Quincy got the 5 seed and they had lost to Edwardsville in the Holiday Classic.
Yeah. All right, here are your starters. We'll begin with the Belleville East Lancers, the same starting 5 they had against Collinsville in the earlier matchup. That would be Braxton Stacker, the 5'8" junior, Malik Williams, the 6' senior, Isaiah May, the 6'4" senior, Bryson Ivy, a 6' sophomore, and Jared Adams, a 6' senior. For Collinsville, no Zane Baker tonight. He is in Florida at Disneyland, or Disney World, for a leadership conference. I just found out a little bit ago. I talked to Jason Scrum, see if I can get some of the seniors from the hockey team to come out to Friday's game for a little halftime interview, and they're in the same place. So Noah Scrum and Brendan Summer, and now I find out that Zane Baker is all there. So we hope all the boys are down there having a good time in Florida, and we hope they're watching this game. We know Zane Baker probably is. At any rate, no Zane Baker tonight, so that means Laurent Geladini is going to get the start tonight for Collinsville. The 6'2" junior will be on the floor with Kawan Smith, the 5'9" junior, Rayshawn Taylor, the 6'1" junior, Marshall Harrison, the 6'3" senior, and Kedrian Jones, the 6'6" junior. Collinsville, well, they just had their 12-game winning streak snapped with that 69-63 loss to Belleville West on Valentine's Day. That was the most wins in a row for Collinsville since they had 13 in a row in the 1993-94 season, coached by Bob Bone. 25 wins this year. That is the most in a year for a team coached by Darren Lee. His previous high was a 23-6 team that he put together back in the 2011-2012 season. And that matches the 25 wins posted in the 25-5 season of the 1990-91 Kahawks, also under Bob Bone. So it's been 27 years since Collinsville has posted this many wins on the basketball floor in their boys program. The last 2016 win, by the way, if you want to count this game tonight, could be number 26. The last time Collinsville won 26 in one season, that was the state qualifying team of the 1972-73 Collinsville Kahawks under, yes, legendary Hall of Fame head coach Virgil Fletcher. They went 26-3 that year. They did not make it out of the Elite Eight into the Final Four that year, but they did make it to state. So it's been 46 years since Collinsville has had a season in which they've won 26 games.
Quite a number there, large number of wins. Keep coming out there with all these games and get the wins, and 30 could not be out of the question.
Could not be out of the question. That's for discussion a little bit later on down the line. We are ready to go. Jared Adams, the 6' senior in the center circle, along with Kadrian Jones, and Jones wins the tip-off for Collinsville, and we are underway. Kahawks, of course, are the road team. They're dressed in their all-purple uniforms. Numbers are in white, the word Collinsville written across the fronts of their jerseys also in white. As Jones collects the ball outside, gives it to Rayshawn Taylor. His shot no good. There is Gelladini with the rebound. Put back no good. Second effort, almost a tip in there by Rayshawn, but the next rebound belongs to Gelladini, and he puts it back in for the first 2 points of the game, and Belleville East wants a timeout right off the bat. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Well, a couple offensive rebounds there for the Kahoks. East Coach Creek doesn't like what he sees there out from his team rebounding, and he's going to give him a chewing out here 23 seconds into the game.
23 seconds in, and already one timeout on the books, and Gelladini has gotten Collinsville on the board here. Are the Lancers with their first trip on offense. They're dressed in their white uniforms. They have Lancers written across the fronts of their jerseys in the dark blue numbers on the fronts and the backs, and a little checkerboard action going down the sides of the jerseys and of the basketball shorts. So here are the Lancers, their first opportunity on offense, and they'll hand the ball off to Ivy. Ivy almost loses it on the left wing, gives it up to Williams in front of the Kahok bench. Now back out around to Stacker at the midcourt stripe. He'll hand the ball off to May, who hands the ball off to Ivy. Ivy drives baseline and had the ball knocked out of his hands by Collinsville, so the Lancers will reset. 7:11 left to go here in this first quarter. Last road game of the year for Collinsville. Lancers have another home game left. I believe they have Alton on Friday, I think.
I want to say Edwardsville.
Edwardsville, okay.
I could be wrong myself.
I don't know. I'm trying to just remember. I don't have it in front of me. I thought this was their senior night, but it's not. That would be Friday night. There's a big rebound, and it comes down and finds the hands of Kawan Smith for Collinsville. So nothing doing on the first trip down the court for the Lancers. Collinsville with the ball. Here is Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor leads every player in the St. Louis metro area in points. No shot, they say. A foul coming up against Collinsville.
All KJ had to do was get his arms up there, and he would have got that rebound, but gets a shove in the back. Foul on him.
632 points this year for Rayshawn Taylor. That's the most points in all. Well, it was anyway when I made these notes out when I thought I had a game last night. Jace Catchings of Liberty was number 2 on the list, and he was just 1 point behind Rayshawn. Here is Stacker through the lane, no good. There's Gelladini with another rebound. Collinsville brings it up. Here is Taylor given to Smith. Smith outside the left wing will hand it off to Taylor. He'll drive baseline, take a shot, and count the basket. And then Rayshawn will head to the free throw line where he is a 69.5% free throw shooter on the year after the first foul to the Lancers belonging to Jared Adams.
KJ almost got Adams cleared out there on the screen, but then Adams jumped in there in front of Taylor and draws the foul, and Taylor completes the three-point play.
5-0 in favor of Collinsville. Here are the Lancers and Malik Williams. Williams will take it over to the right wing. Still on the move, gives it up for May. Three-point shot, that one's good. First three-point shot of the night belongs to the Lancers.
Got to get out there and get to him. That's where, if East is going to stay in this game, that's where they're going to be deadly on the threes tonight.
There is Taylor. Hands it off to Marshall Harrison. Harrison drives in the lane, takes the shot. I think that ball got partially knocked out of his hands, and it still made it in.
Nothing but net, 2 on top of that.
Collinsville up 7-3. 5.5 minutes left here in this first quarter. Here is Williams. Around the way it goes to Stacker. Stacker over on the right wing, dribbles his way into the lane, pulls up short, turns around, takes the shot, and gets it to snake in. 2 points for Stacker.
Good pull up there by Stacker. Gelladini sold out too much there on the drive, and Stacker pulls up and gets the jumper.
There is the aforementioned Gelladini. He gets it just outside the lane to KJ. Kedrian Jones bounces it back to Gelladini. Outside, Harrison for 3, rolls across the rim, pop back up, but off of the rim it goes and into the hands of the Lancers. Here is Ivy. He'll bounce it inside to Adams, just outside the lane. He'll kick it back out to Ivy. Here comes another three-point shot. That one misses the mark. Rebound belongs to the Lancers. They'll put it back up, and this time it'll fall in for Williams. We're tied at 7. 4:35 left to play here in this opening quarter. Here's Marshall Harrison. Out to Kawan Smith, who will give it to Geladini, and it's handed right back to Smith. Out front, Taylor from the free throw line has the ball ripped right out of his hands by Malik Williams, and then a whistle.
Williams was out of control all the way from the free throw line all the way to right in front of the scorer's table, and he finally loses it out of bounds at the front of the scorer's table.
So that was the first turnover for each team there. A steal and then a giveaway. Here is Kawan Smith. He'll bounce it onto the right wing for Geladini. Inside. Oh, nice give and go, but nowhere to move underneath the basket for Smith, so he takes it all the way out the other side. 3 for Rayshawn, no good. Put back is for Marshall Harrison.
More offensive rebounds there for the Kahoks. Marshall Harrison with the putback.
9-7 in favor of Collinsville. Lancers bring the ball up. Here is Malik Williams. Williams all the way over on the far side. Takes it himself. Get that out of here, says Collinsville. Rayshawn Taylor comes up with the loose rock. Takes it down himself and is fouled. This one is going to belong to Braxton Stacker. That'll be his second, or excuse me, his first, team second. And it is not going to be a shooting foul. Inbound pass will be brought in by Kawan Smith. Smith out onto the left wing for Marshall Harrison. Harrison over to this wing now for Geladini. He'll dribble it with the left hand. Back to the midcourt stripe, Kawan Smith. He'll take it from inside to back outside. Now around over the right side in front of the Lancers bench for Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor picks up his dribble in front of the scorer's table, gives to Smith. Smith at the center court circle, dribbles and drives into the paint. Takes the shot, partially blocked. KJ there with the rebound, count it, and Jones will head to the line. And the second foul on Braxton Stacker.
Not much room in there for KJ. Was able to pull down the rebound and get it up just enough. Ball rolls along the rim and comes and falls in with not much energy on it.
Jones at the free throw line, 48.6 from the charity stripe this year. He's up there shooting 1. Collinsville up 11-7. KJ trying to make it 12. And he does. Lancers bring the ball back up. Inserted, Keenan Waller. He'll take the place of the 5'8" junior Braxton Stacker with his 2 fouls. Now over to May. Isaiah May dribbles his way to the top of the key. 3 minutes left to play here in this opening quarter. Now a 2-point shot rattles but won't fall. And there is Rayshawn Taylor with the rebound, and then it misses on the baseball style pass all the way down to KJ and off of Kedrian's hands and out of bounds. Collinsville's second turnover to match the 2 for the Lancers. 12-7. Collinsville with the 5-point advantage. 2:50 left to play here in this first quarter, and going in for the steal was Kawan Smith, but he gets caught for the foul instead. That'll be his first, team second.
Kawan Smith, that's his first, team second.
Inbound pass right at midcourt from Malik Williams. He gets it on in to Muhammad, who's just into the game, and that was almost swatted away out of Muhammad's hands. And then a drive into the corner. May, 3 points, good. That's his second three-pointer of this game, and brings his team back to within 2, does May. Here is Geladini. Kawan Smith, Rayshawn Taylor. Collinsville keeping it out front. Into the corner. Marshall Harrison for 3 to answer. Rattles but will not fall. Rebound belongs to the Lancers. Waller moves it up to Williams. Into the corner, another three-pointer. This one skips across the rim, and the rebound all the way back out toward the top of the key, and then a three-pointer on the other side by Khalifa Muhammad. And just like that, Lancers have a 1-point lead. KJ says not for long. And Collinsville back up front 14-13.
The threes get Lancers ahead, but the Kahoks just come right back with it.
Here comes Waller. Down to 95 seconds left to play here in this first quarter. Over to Adams. Adams gets it back into Muhammad. Muhammad all the way over to the far sideline. And then he'll skirt along with the mid-court stripe. Man, from back here, looks like he's wearing house shoes, doesn't it? It's like he's got white socks on with his black shoes over there and the toes are sticking out. There's a nice move underneath, but a little bit too strong for Williams. And then all the way out to the top of the key for Waller for three. 4 3-pointers here in this first quarter.
I'll tell you, traditionally, Belleville East shoots the threes very well in this gym.
2-point lead now for the Lancers. Under a minute to go here in this first quarter. Here is Geladini for three. Collinsville can't hit a three-pointer
yet.
Collinsville is 0 for 5, while Belleville East is 4 for 5. Here is Muhammad. Muhammad out to Jared Adams. Adams back to Waller, and then back out to the top of the key for Isaiah May. Down to 30 seconds in the first quarter. Over to Waller. Waller being watched by Rayshawn Taylor. Gets it over here to this wing for Isaiah May. Right in front of Coach Lee and assistant coach Anderson for Collinsville. Now a bounce pass into the perimeter for Muhammad. He kicks it back out front. Loose ball. Adams had a hard time holding on to it. Here's Waller. 10 seconds left. Waller makes his move and then throws the ball away. So Collinsville will have 8 seconds to move the ball down court. See if they can at least tie this thing up or retake the lead. Here is Kawan Smith. Smith, 4 seconds left. 3 into the corner. Rayshawn Taylor for 3, no good at the buzzer, and that is the way the first quarter comes to a close with the Belleville East Lancers leading your Collinsville Kahawks 16-14. We're back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Todd Duke and Chris Kettler are back with you live from Belleville East. Or after 1 quarter of play, there's something that I have not seen in a long time. Collinsville trailing 16-14 after 1 quarter.
Threes just aren't falling yet for the Kahawks. Something like 0 for 6. And Belleville East is making the most out of their opportunities. They haven't tried to get the ball inside too many times. They're knocked down about 4 threes so far.
Heard Coach Lee talking about trying to get the bigs inside to get some points in the paint, but Collinsville has not quite done that yet, but they have kicked it up in the rebound department as they're out rebounding Belleville East. Now they need to turn that into points. Here is Kawan Smith. Smith over on the left wing, top of the key. Rayshawn Taylor bluffs the 3, gives it back to Smith. He'll pull up inside the perimeter, take the shot, and he'll drain it.
Just a step and a half or so inside the 3-point line. Not a 3 yet, but a long shot does go down.
We're tied at 16 and not anymore. That was a second 3-pointer for Khalifa Muhammad. And Geladini caught in the corner. Turnover for Collinsville. Here come the Lancers off the glass, no good, but the only one down there was Keenan Waller, and he put it back in for a quick 2 points. And Collinsville now trailing by 5, 21-16. Here's Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor over to Kawan Smith. Smith from the far sideline to midcourt, gives it back to Rayshawn. Rayshawn drives, kicks it off underneath. Geladini, nice move, and way to use the glass for a nice 2-point bucket there for the Kahawks.
And Taylor drives in there, draws the defense, and that allows the defense to sag there off of Geladini, and he's wide open underneath.
There is Malik Williams coming up on the left wing. He'll hand the ball off to Muhammad. Muhammad will take it back into the slot. There's a steal by Kawan Smith. Smith brings it up off the glass high, no good, and a foul afterwards as Smith was ran into there by Muhammad.
Definitely size disadvantage there for Smith. Showed no fear driving in there on Muhammad. Go to the line to try to earn these points.
Juan Smith, 53.6 from the free throw line this year. Good on the first one.
Bryson Ivy returns to the lineup for the Lancers.
Let's see if we can't get an update later. We got the freshman team playing in the conference championship tonight against East St. Louis.
Awesome.
In East St. Louis.
And both of them made by Kawan Smith. 21-20. Lancers are up by 1. And the Lancers have the ball. Here is Bryson Ivy. Ivy cuts in from the left wing, and a foul by Geladini will send him to the line. Geladini will pick up his first foul. Collinsville's third.
Fouls on Geladini, that's his first. Team third. Ivy
To the free throw line, Bryson Ivy. Ivy on the year at 60%. Shot on the way, no good. Saw that Edwardsville defeated O'Fallon last night in girls basketball action. Not a surprise there.
Exciting finish, 3 towards the end of the game.
They, O'Fallon's got a good team, so I mean, I guess I shouldn't say not surprised there. Just not surprised when Edwardsville wins ever, really. You know, you almost expect it every time those girls take the floor.
They'll take on Rock Island, who's something like number 2 team in the state.
Geladini inbounds into the backcourt for Kawan Smith. 5:50 left to play here in this first half. Collinsville trailing by 2 after one made free throw by Ivy. Here is Aaron Moulton, who comes into the game for the first time, and he'll pay dividends right off the bat with a quick 2 points.
He saw he could have advantage there, just drive in with the left hand, and puts it up and ties the game.
22 all, 5.5 to go here in this first half. Here is Muhammad. Muhammad at the center court circle will give it up into the corner onto the left wing here, for Waller. Back out to Muhammad. He'll try a 3 as he was fading away. No good on that one. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks bring it up. Here is Kawan Smith. Races through the lane off the glass. Can't get it to go. Rebound is touched by the Lancers. It'll remain Collinsville's ball.
Smith got handcuffed a bit there as he drove in. He was lucky just to get it up there off the rim.
Rashawn Taylor. He'll inbound. He'll do so to Geladini. Geladini dribbles it all the way back to center court. 5 minutes to go here in this first half. Here is Moulton. Just outside the lane, off to the right. He'll turn around. Little hook shot won't go. Almost there with the rebound was Marshall Harrison. He tips it right into the hands of Keenan Waller. And Waller brings it up into the corner. Here's another Muhammad three-point try. That one's good. He has 3 3-pointers tonight, does Muhammad. 25-22. Lancers living off the three-point shot. Here is Geladini with one of his own. Collinsville looking for their first of the night. Can't get it. Rebound belongs to the Lancers. They bring it up, and a little bit too far underneath the basket went Ivy. He tries the shot anyway, and the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here comes Rashawn Taylor. Taylor, eerily quiet tonight, just 3 points thus far. Here's Geladini, finds a little room, takes the shot, can't get it to go. Rebound belongs to the Lancers, and Belleville East brings the ball back up. Here is Isaiah May. Now back out front, Waller for another three-point shot, and that one hits home. Oh boy, Collinsville's going to have to start finding a way to defend that outside perimeter, or they're going to have a long night. And just like that, Coach Lee says, yep, let's talk about this. I want a timeout. Let's thank the Collinsville Education Association. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website, collinsvillecea.org. Well, Chris, we're not used to seeing that on the scoreboard, are we?
No, this is East is shooting the ball very well, especially from the threes. I'd like to have maybe another one that can defend the perimeter there a little more if you had Zane Baker or somebody else out there, but he's not here tonight. So who we got tonight is going to have to find a way to do it because they got a lot of very good shooters that are knocking down these threes here tonight.
3:45 left to play here in this first half. Collinsville trailing by 6. Here's Ray Sean for 3. That one won't fall either.
So the Kahoks just forced them at this point because they really just won't any three-point shot to fall down.
There's another steal by Kawan Smith. He'll take it in off the glass. No good, but Kawan will head back to the line for another opportunity for some freebies. That is going to be the 5th team foul for Belleville East, the first for Keenan Waller. Back to the free throw line, Kawan Smith. He just went 2 for 2 from there just a moment ago. First one, good. Next one, also good. 28-24. Collinsville trailing by 4. Here is Keenan Waller, the 5'7" senior. He's hit a couple of three-pointers. The man with the ball, Muhammad, has hit 3 of them. He'll drive, almost step out of bounds. He'll dump it off underneath, and then a whistle against Ramsey. Ramsey will head to the free throw line, and Keidrian Jones will pick up his 2nd personal foul, just the team's 4th. At the free throw line, Rakeem Ramsey, 51.9% on the air, and he falls short on the first one. Malik Williams comes back in. He'll take the place of Bryson Ivy. Ramsey can't hit either one of his free throws, and KJ is there with an easy rebound as everybody wearing white went back the other way when the shot was in midair. And there's another foul. This one's going to go against Marshall Harrison on a charge.
Yeah, man in front of him, Harrison just turned around and drove right into him. He's trying to put the shot up high first, but they get him on the foul.
Harrison's first, team 5th, each team now with 5 fouls. We have 3 minutes to play here in this second half. Here's Muhammad. He gets into the corner and kicks it back out for Williams. Williams in front of the scorer's table, gives it back to Muhammad. Muhammad on the run, gives it up to May. Turnaround jump shot, scoops right out. There's Rayshawn Taylor with the rebound for Collinsville. He'll take it all the way. He'll take the shot, no good, but Taylor will head to the free throw line. This foul is going to belong to Malik Williams. That'll be his first, team 6th.
Taylor got the 3-point play earlier. His only point so far in the game. Goes back to the line.
Rayshawn hits the first one.
Team staying true with these free throws so far.
Yeah. So far, we have not missed any. Can't say the same thing about three-pointers, though. There's the next. Collinsville 8 for 8 from the free throw line, but 0 for 8 from the three-point line. 28-26. Here's Waller. Waller gets it inside for May, into the corner. Another three-pointer from Muhammad is good. Boy, Muhammad is on fire. That's his 4th three-pointer tonight. And Belleville East is going to live or die from three-point range, it seems. 31-26. Lancers are up. Here's Kawan Smith. Smith over to Rayshawn Taylor for 3. That one is a little bit too far. And the rebound belongs to the Lancers. They bring the ball up. Here is Waller for 3, and that one hits. Man, oh man.
They're falling down from everywhere.
Coach Lee wants another timeout. Let's go ahead and thank the Junior Service Club of Collinsville. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that help the needy in Collinsville. Next thing coming up for the Junior Service Club, that'll be a week from Friday, March the 8th, Trivia Night. Cash prizes, 50-50 drawing, raffle baskets. It's at the Caseyville Community Center, 909 South Main Street in Caseyville. For more information, call Joanne at 618-288-2886. Let's also thank Metro East Roofing and Guttering, locally owned and operated since 1987 by brothers and Kahok alums Tony and Corey Jones. Metro East Roofing and Guttering can help with your roofing, guttering, and siding needs. They're located at 1231 Lebanon Road in Collinsville. Metro East Roofing and Guttering is the hometown company you know and trust. Give them a call, 345-5679 today for your free estimate. And you can visit their Facebook page at Metro East Roofing and Guttering. 1:53 left to play here in this first half. Collinsville trailing 34-26. Here is Kawan Smith for Collinsville. To Gelladini, back out to Smith. Over onto the far side for Taylor. Back over to Smith. Taylor inside for Jones, and then back to Smith, and number 11 bumps into number 11, Keenan Waller. Will pick up a foul as he runs right into Kawan Smith and back to the free throw line. Kawan Smith, 7th team foul, so 1-and-1 time.
Kawan Smith will be at the line shooting 2 for the Kahoks.
Shooting 1-and-1, yeah, thank you. First one, and that's the only one we've missed so far. Bad time for that one. Rebound belonged to the Lancers. Here is Malik Williams, down to 90 seconds here in the first half. Hands the ball off to Ivy, who will hand the ball off to Muhammad. Another three. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Sometimes it's just a simple game. If you can just make them all, you'll beat anybody on a given night.
Man, oh, man. It's raining threes in this gymnasium tonight, all for the Lancers. Here is Harrison. And he forced pass into KJ was picked off. Collinsville commits their 4th turnover, and underneath a no-look pass. Basket counts. Jared Adams. And in the meantime, another foul coming up to Kedrian Jones, and that'll be his 3rd, and it's way too early for him to be in foul trouble.
Team 6 against the Kahoks. Jared Adams will be on the line.
Get Moulton back out here. Already a thin bench, and you can't have these guys getting into foul trouble.
Kahawks are down by 13 points, folks. At the free throw line, Jared Adams. Adams on the year, 51% from the charity stripe, and he hits that one. 40-26. There is Kawan Smith over to Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor into the corner for Marshall Harrison. Harrison kicks it back over to Taylor. 40 seconds left. Moulton just outside the lane. Here comes a three for Marshall Harrison, and that one's too far. And a turnover. This is not the same team that I remember watching the last time, way back a long time ago when I did my last boys basketball game. I don't even know when the last time I was. The Alton game was the last one I did? Or the Granite City game or something? I can't remember. Over there, Bryson Ivy was almost asleep. Ball came right to him and he wasn't even ready for it. Now he is. Now he brings it out front for Williams. Williams. 10 seconds left here in this first half. Here is Williams, spin move to get around Smith, and then he loses the ball, but they say it's poked out of there by Kawan Smith. So the Lancers will inbound from underneath of their own basket, offset right. 6.4 seconds left here in this first half. Muhammad inbounds all the way back out to Williams. Williams drives, loses control of the ball. It's in the corner, and Kawan Smith had it tucked into his midsection as he slid across the floor and slid out of bounds. So now the Lancers will get the ball back with 2.2 seconds left to play here in this first half.
You know how this half is going to end.
3-point shot.
They missed it.
Well, that's a rare miss by the Lancers tonight from the 3-point stripe. And the Lancers have themselves a commanding 14-point lead, 40-26 at the end of one half of play. Well, we welcome you in now to the halftime show brought to you by Cafe Agape in Collinsville. Nachos, burgers, way too many sides to choose from. Other wonderful menu items available as well. Cafe Agape also offers catering service as well as delivery service. For some of the best homemade food in the area, call Cafe Agape today, 345-CAFE. That is 345-2245. 3-3. We will take a break, check the scoreboard, and bring you the scores that we find, and, of course, the first half stats. All that and more coming up next on the Cafe Agape Halftime Show on the Kahok Sports Network.
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the to-go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff, like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. First National Bank of Waterloo. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo. Call Bill at 618-632-1010 or visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Pack Mail, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail, 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville, online, weshipstlouis.com, or call 346-4884. All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, business, sports team, and more. All Pro Tees offers a variety of services and options, and they'll walk you through that process step by step. They pride themselves in being a local Collinsville business, and they specialize in helping their clients promote and grow that business, all with custom apparel. All Pro Tees, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or call 344-2200. Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the to-go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233.
And we welcome you back to Belleville East High School and the Cafe Agape halftime show. Here it is 40-26 in favor of Belleville East. That's right, you heard that correct. Belleville East leading your Kahawks by 14 points at the end of one half of play. And look at your scoreboard. You got some boys basketball action going on between Alton and Belleville West. I don't know if this is right. Right now it says halftime. Belleville West has an 18-12 lead. Yeah, I don't. That seems a little low for me for halftime.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Maybe taking the air out of the ball somewhat. Yeah, that was the score I saw, 18-12.
21-14, Edwardsville over O'Fallon. That game in the second quarter. And other than that, I think everything else has already been played yesterday, including the Blues winning their 11th straight game. How about that? No one saw that coming back in December, did you?
Now they're on the roll.
They are on a roll. All right, here's a look at your first half stats. Leading all scorers in this one, no surprise. Khalifa Muhammad has 15 points, all of them by virtue of a three-point shot. After that, Keenan Waller has 11. 6 points for Isaiah May for the Lancers. 3 points for Jared Adams, 2 each for Braxton Stacker and Malik Williams. And then Bryson Ivy has 1 point. Leading scorer for Collinsville is Kawan Smith. He has 6. Rayshawn Taylor and Kadrian Jones each have 5. 4 points for Marshall Harrison and Laurent Geladini, and then 2 points for Aaron Moulton. The rest of the numbers look like this. Rebounds are dead even at 11 apiece. Collinsville has turned the ball over 5 times compared to 4 for Belleville East. And from the lines, that's really where things get interesting. Collinsville is 8 of 9 from the free throw line, while the Lancers are 2 of 5. And the big stat of the night, the three-point shot, is killing the Collinsville Kahawks. They are 0 for 10 from the three-point stripe is Collinsville. And the Lancers, red hot from beyond the three-point stripe. They have hit 10 of 12 three-pointers, Chris.
Sometimes it's just a simple game. If you can outshoot the other team, what chance do they have? And if Belleville East can shoot at that clip on any given night, they can probably any team could just about beat anybody, no matter who you are, if you're going to outshoot your opponent tenfold on threes.
Yeah, you ain't kidding there. It was 16-14 after 1 quarter of play. Lancers had a 2-point lead, but they really poured it on in that second quarter, outscoring Collinsville in that second quarter 24-12 to take a 2-point lead and build it up to a 14-point lead. That is a look at your first half stats and your first half scoreboard. Thank you very much to Cafe Agape for sponsoring our halftime show. We'll take a break and come back. Second half action will be coming your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the to-go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233.
Once again, we welcome you back to Belleville East High School. I'm Todd Duke alongside Chris Kettler. Glad you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network. Halftime just about over. We're about ready to head into the third quarter. Collinsville trailing by 14 points, 40-26. And we're going to have to limit the outside shooting if Belleville East is going to be this hot all night there, Chris.
That's just what I'm saying. We're almost better off just sending them to the line here and limit their three-point opportunities because they're all going in.
And this ball went out of bounds and put there by Collinsville despite the protest. So Collinsville starts off the second half with a turnover. Their sixth of the game. The Lancers will have first crack at offense here, and they're already up by 14. Looking to extend it. Here is Malik Williams. Williams out to Adams. Over here on this wing for Ivy, who will hand the ball off to Stacker. Stacker travels. So the Lancers do Collinsville a favor and will give the ball right back. Collinsville is the one with the uphill battle here, trailing by 14 as we begin the second half of play. Here is Kawan Smith. Smith gets around Stacker, takes it all the way down and then falls down, but has the wherewithal to get it to Marshall Harrison, and Harrison gets the right bounce off the rim for a couple of points. Collinsville on the board first here to begin the second half. There is Williams. Williams over on the left wing, brings it around to the top of the key and the right wing. Bounces it in the paint. Get that out of here, says Aaron Moulton, right down into the hands of Kawan Smith, who finds Ray Sean, who gets it off to Geladini, but, excuse me, turnover. We'll send it back the other way, and then a turnover will send it back to where it came from. Here's Marshall Harrison, now to Taylor. Inside, Aaron Moulton, one bounce, up it goes, and, will not fall. Rebound belongs to the Lancers. They bring the ball up, 40-28. Collinsville still trailing. Here comes Malik Williams for the Lancers. All right in front of his bench to Braxton Stacker. Stacker, baseline, drive, shot, snakes all the way through.
Braxton Stacker.
42-68. Here's Kawan Smith. A little pressure put on in the backcourt. Smith gets around that, now gets around Stacker and gives it up to Taylor, who gives it up to Marshall Harrison. He drives baseline, high off the glass. Good for two. Marshall Harrison has all the points here in the second half for the Kahawks thus far. That would be 4. 42-30. Collinsville still trails by 12. Here is Malik Williams over on the far side for Ivy. Ivy in front of his student body cheering section gets it to May. May gets it up over to Williams in front of his bench. Williams drives. The lane was left wide open for him, and Williams just drove it on in there. That was the size of a Mack truck could have fit through that lane.
Kahawks left him a big hole. He drove right through it. The Kahawks have been attacking the basket too so far in this second half.
There's Geladini, kicks it off to Marshall Harrison, who has all of Collinsville's points, and he continues that trend. And Harrison now with 6 points here in the second half to give him 10. And Collinsville still trailing by 12. 44-32, 5:20 left to play here in this third quarter. Here is Williams with a pass to Stacker. Stacker drives through the lane, pulls up short, takes the shot, drains it. Back and forth we go. We're trading buckets, and now we're going to have a foul. This one looks like it's going to go against Ivy. He is acting like he's guilty. His first, team first. Here in this second half. Here is Kawan Smith for Collinsville. Smith from the center over to the wing, back to the center, and now onto the left wing for Rayshawn Taylor. Back over to Smith. Smith dribbles and gives it back to Rayshawn. Taylor back to Smith. Inside, Geladini, little hook shot from the outside, won't fall, rebound. That belongs to the Lancers, and then a foul. That'll belong to Geladini, and that'll be his second. Team first.
Team first. Kedrian Jones returns to the lineup for the Kahawks.
Inbound pass will come in from Isaiah May. May gets it into Williams, and Williams will circle in the backcourt for a second. Brings it up across the timeline, over in front of his bench to Ivy. Ivy dribbles with the left hand, picks it up after 2 dribbles, and gives it up to May. May over in the corner now for Ivy, and a turnaround shot, no good. And a kick back out now for Adams from the free throw line. Now we're going to have a travel called against Jared Adams. Just when Kadrian Jones came away with that ball, and now it looks like we're going to have a foul as well.
They just got him on the travel as he was slipping down, and Kahoks almost would have been better off without that call because KJ came away with the ball clean and they would have had a 3-on-none back the other way.
Here is Rayshawn across the line to Geladini. Geladini with a one-arm shovel pass to Kawan Smith. Smith in the lane, takes the shot, can't get it to go. Kadrian Jones tips it right back to Smith, and Smith is fouled again. This one's going to go against Jared Adams. That'll be his second, team second. And Kawan Smith at the free throw line went 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in the first half. And this one falls in. So somebody not named Marshall Harrison with a point here in the second half for Collinsville. Next one is through as well. Kahok still trail by 12. 46-34. Here's Stacker into the lane, kicks it off underneath, off the hands of Adams, but it goes right to Ivy. Ivy double team baseline, and then a timeout called by head coach Jeff Creek before his player got trapped and ended up turning the ball over. Let's thank Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and they are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466 or online at pacedesignconstruct.com. 3:52 left to play here in this third quarter. Collinsville trailing by 12, 46-34. Lancers with the ball and the lead. Ball belongs to Malik Williams. Williams with a spin move. He is fouled by Kawan Smith. I don't understand that, as Williams spun right into Smith.
They spun right into him, and then Williams held him up.
I thought the foul was going to go the other way. And Malik Williams spins right away from Kawan Smith, and now a three-point shot. That's the first three-point shot taken here in this second half by the Lancers, and they missed. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here is Rayshawn Taylor. He'll give it up to Kawan Smith on the left wing, and Smith will take it out in front of the scorer's table. Back to Rayshawn. He's pushed. No call there. His first attempt falls a little short, and then Taylor banks it off the glass for a couple of more points, and a whistle ensues right after.
Rayshawn got snagged a bit there driving in and just barely got the ball off. It fell off the rim and back into his own hands where he put the layup in, and Kahoks will look to get this back under 10.
All right, now it is 10, 46-36. 3:15 left to play here in this third quarter. Collinsville putting on some pressure in the backcourt, and here come the Lancers trying to break out of it. Here's Malik Williams. Collinsville eases off as they make it to midcourt. And now Williams over on the far side, drives and dumps it off up underneath, and that ball is knocked out of bounds by Jared Adams. Collinsville will get the ball back, looking to get this down to a single-digit deficit once again. Here is Kawan Smith. Smith to Taylor, front of the scorer's bench, back to Smith across the timeline. One-arm pass over to Marshall Harrison, back over to this side. Rayshawn for three, tips off the front of the rim. Collinsville cannot hit a three-pointer tonight. Here are the Lancers. They drive it back up, and here is Isaiah May. May into the corner for Williams. Williams gets around Kawan Smith. A little floater for two. Lancers back up to a 12-point lead. That lead, I was going to say it didn't last for very long, but it is. Rebound effort on a Marshall Harrison shot belongs to Isaiah May, and a blocking foul against KJ. That'll be his fourth. Kahawks take a timeout. Let's thank Chapman Trucking LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 9 years of experience, Chapman Trucking LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy equipment where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net. Well, Chris, here's something we haven't talked about, at least on the air yet. We did during our commercial break, but do you think maybe these guys were thinking ahead to Friday night's game and kind of don't have their head in this one?
I wouldn't think so. I mean, at this point, you're not playing for the conference championship. I don't think you're able to look past one game more than the other. The regional pairings are already out there, so I wouldn't be able to say, one game was bigger than the other. You got to take care of the game that's out in front of you on a given night.
Well, basket made on the free throw effort. And then on the other end, Malik Williams will pick up a foul as he tried to knock the ball out of Aaron Moulton's hands, but got more arm than he did hand. That's going to be the third team foul. Each team has 3. Aaron Moulton at the free throw line for the first time tonight. Moulton, 64.3% coming into this one, and hits the first one. Collinsville with a lot of work to do here. As that point,
he was doing the work, had it down to 10 and had a chance to bring it down to single digits, but then just a couple baskets by the Lancers and a three-point play that led them to extend the lead.
Moulton makes both of his. Collinsville still trailing, though, by 13 points. Lancers will get the ball. 2:04 left to play here in this third quarter. Inbound pass coming in from Isaiah May. And gets it into Malik Williams, and Williams throws it away. 10th turnover for Belleville East. Collinsville, another opportunity to get this back to within 10, but they would need something that they haven't gotten all night. That would be a three-point shot. Here is Kawan Smith. He gets shoved from behind as he's moving up the court by Khalifa Muhammad. For Muhammad, that'll be his second. Team's fourth. And the inbound pass will come in from Geladini into the backcourt for Rayshawn Taylor. 1:50 left to play here in this third quarter. There's Kawan Smith. Smith, one-arm pass over to Taylor. Back to Smith. Marshall Harrison. Harrison in front of his bench on the left wing. Surveys, gives to Moulton just outside. Nice pass. Moulton to Geladini, and Geladini was left all alone in the lane. That was an easy 2 points there for Geladini. Now at the other end. Yeah, ball knocked out of bounds. Collinsville will get it back.
He drives in there and can't get it up. Goes in off him out of bounds. Now the Kahoks again with a chance to get this down to single digits.
Braxton Stacker will come in for Malik Williams for the Lancers. 51-40. Collinsville trailing by 11. Can get it down to 9 with just a 2-point shot. We're not even going to talk about the threes anymore. Here is Rayshawn just outside. Now Rayshawn drives baseline, dumps it off, gets it right back, and then gives to Kawan Smith. Smith. Bounce pass into the corner for Marshall Harrison. Now Smith gets it back over there. Rayshawn Taylor for 3, skips across, won't go. Rebound Aaron Moulton, reverse layup, still can't get it to fall. This time the rebound belongs to Moulton again. He'll put it up, still won't fall in, but Aaron will head to the free throw line on the third foul by Muhammad.
Moulton strong in underneath, just couldn't ever get it finished. Marshall Harrison also in there fighting for the rebound, but they weren't able to finish the basket, but he goes to the line.
Moulton just hit 2, and of course, as soon as I say that, he'll miss the first one. Muhammad to the bench, Williams back in. Moulton at the free throw line. Needs to hit 1 to get it back to within 10. And he does. Lancers bring the ball up, under a minute to go. Quarter number 3. Waller kicks it out to Williams. Top of the key for May. May back out to Williams. Now to Stacker. Stacker drives and kicks it off to Waller. 30 seconds left here in this third quarter. Waller being watched closely by Rayshawn Taylor. Waller is then fouled by Taylor. And for Rayshawn, that'll be his first.
He's reached in there trying to get the steal. Got tied up a bit with Waller as Waller drove in.
Team's fourth. Inbound pass comes into Waller. He'll immediately let a shot go high off the fat part of the iron and then pushed out of bounds. Oh, really? I thought that was touched by them.
Moulton had the position there, and he didn't seem to have a good angle on it. I think it was punched out by the Lancers, but they called it as it rolled off of Moulton out of bounds.
There is Williams, top of the key, over on the wing. Waller for three. That's good. First three-point basket made this second half by the Lancers. They've lived off of that tonight. Now back out to a 13-point lead, and a foul called. And once again, Kawan Smith will head to the free throw line. This will be the third foul against Jared Adams.
That's his third personal. Team sixth.
And the team's sixth. 2.5 seconds left here in this third quarter. Kawan Smith, a chance to give Collinsville a couple of freebies, and he'll hit the first one. Smith has only missed one free throw here tonight, and that was at the end of a two-point play. When he's been up there shooting two, he's been golden, and he continues. 2 seconds, heave-ho at the buzzer, and no good. And we head to the third quarter. Kahawks trailing by 11, so they chipped away 3 from that 14-point lead that Belleville East built up after the first half. We will take a break. We'll come back. Fourth quarter action will come your way next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their second year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Call 855-9100 or online, sloanspubhouse.com.
I'm a hot babe out jogging. I'm out making sure this stays a 10 when you drive by. You're checking out my awesome headband when... Oops. That's when you find out your cut rate insurance, it ain't paying for this. So get Allstate. Save cash and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands? Call me, Mike Cluck with Allstate, for a quote today.
Underway here in the fourth quarter. Collinsville trailing by 11 points, 54-43, and a rebound. Collinsville brings it down. Rayshawn Taylor off the glass for 2. And now we are cooking with fire. Let's hope, anyway.
Just keep chipping away here. Finally get this under 9 and get some more defensive stops.
Here is Stacker. Stacker, baseline, shot, no good. He gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and a jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of Collinsville. Kahawks will get the ball back. Collinsville outscoring Belleville East 17-14 in that third quarter, but they're going to need a little bit more than that to erase that deficit.
That was a hard-fought third quarter there. East knew they didn't need the threes like they did in the first half to build the lead. A little more ball control there, and they were willing to take a quarter where they got outscored by 3 with the big lead.
There is Kawan Smith, bounce pass underneath. Marshall Harrison banks it off the glass for 2. Collinsville starting to look more like Collinsville here, 54-47. 7 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter, just 1 minute gone. Here is Malik Williams over to Stacker. Stacker, the 5'8 junior. A foul called against Geladini on a little holding call. And for Geladini, that'll be his third. Team's 5th. Lancers have 6 fouls, so their next one will put Collinsville on the line for the rest of the game. Here is Keenan Waller. Waller over to Williams. Williams in front of his student body cheering section. Brings it around to the top of the key for Adams. Adams then to Waller in front of his bench. Waller trying to look for some room to move inside. Can't do it. Now we're going to have a foul called against Rayshawn Taylor away from the play. Rayshawn will pick up his second. Now each team with 6.
They got tied up with each other, maybe feet tied up, and then as Taylor backed up farther, he brought down Adams hard to the ground.
Kadrian Jones is in there with his 4 fouls. And here is Stacker, baseline, drives around Geladini, and somehow or another got that off the glass for 2. 56-47. Lancers with the lead. Collinsville trying to chip it away. Here is Geladini at the free throw line. Kicks it out. Taylor for 3. Oh, can't buy a three-pointer. 0 for 13 tonight for Collinsville from the three-point stripe. Rebound belongs to the Lancers. Here is Isaiah May into the corner for Stacker. He'll hop just outside the lane. It rolls right across the rim and then kicked out of bounds by Jared Adams. And Collinsville will get the ball back. Collinsville trailing by 9. Here is Kawan Smith. 3 minutes are gone here in this fourth quarter. Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor over on the far side. No look pass to Geladini. Geladini drives, hook shot, no good. Gets his own rebound, then he's fouled on the way back up. And Geladini will head to the free throw line. This one is going to go against Jared Adams. That'll be his 4th. He becomes the first Lancer to reach 4 fouls. And Laurent Geladini, his first trip to the free throw line tonight. 80% on the varsity side from the free throw stripe, and he hits the first one. Raekwon Ramsey returns for Belleville. Geladini at the free throw line. Readies himself for his second shot, and both are good. That's exactly what you need at this point in the game. 56-49. Collinsville trails by 7. Here comes Keenan Waller. Waller over on the far side wing for Williams. Williams tries to dribble his way over toward the other wing, but he's cut off, and he gives it up to May. Now back out front for Ramsey. Back to May. May dribbles, gives it up to Stacker. Stacker trying to penetrate the left wing, can't do it. Shut off there by Marshall Harrison. Now back over to this side in front of his own bench, Malik Williams. Back out to the top of the key for May. Over on the far side for Waller. At this point, Belleville East would love to chew up more time. Here is Ramsey. Back out front for Stacker. Lancers just playing a little catch and run with it, all outside of the perimeter. And here comes a three-point shot. Keenan Waller. All that movement outside, no one can shut it down. Underneath the basket, pass into KJ, but the whistle before it even reaches him. This one's going to go against Ramsey. To the free throw line will be Kadrian Jones. He is 1 for 1 here in this game from the charity stripe. 10-point game once again. Lancers with the lead. KJ at the line shooting a 1-and-1. First one's good.
Left his hands a little short, but got a generous roll as it hit the rim.
Back down to a 9-point lead for the Lancers. KJ hits both. Lancers. They bring the ball up. Here is Malik Williams. Williams, top of the key, over to the wing for Waller. Waller in front of his bench. And a foul coming up away from the play against Malik Williams. This time it was Williams who pushed down Rayshawn Taylor. And that's the 9th team foul now for the Lancers. Here comes Kawan Smith. Collinsville trails by 8. 4.5 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Here is Geladini into the corner. Kawan Smith for 3, short. Gets his own rebound. Takes it himself and travels. 8th turnover for Collinsville. .4:15 left to play here in this. Oh,
Tried to make up for it right
Yeah,
away.
he did.
Trying to get a steal.
Trying to get that steal, poked it out of bounds. So we'll move the inbound over into the corner. And it comes into Williams. Williams being watched by Smith. Everybody else retreats across the timeline. And now the final two do the same. Here is Malik Williams. Come on. Juan Smith reaching in there trying to steal that ball, commits his third foul. Team's 7th, so it's time for free throws for East as well. And to the free throw line, it will be Malik Williams. He is 1 for 1 here in this game. Halfway through quarter number 4. 4 minutes down, 4 more to go. Williams, no good. Jones there with the rebound.
Ends up not being a not bad foul after East misses the free throw and clock gets stopped and Kahoks get the ball back.
Trailing by 8 are the Kahawks. We're down to 3:45 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here is Smith. Here is a three-point shot. Pushed right back on his backside by Muhammad and no call. Rebound, of course, as you can tell, belongs to the Lancers. Collinsville couldn't buy a three-point shot tonight if it was on sale for a penny. Into the corner. Here's a guy who's been hitting them all night long, and he hit it again. Man, oh man. Now Rayshawn comes up limping. This is not good. You're going to end up losing the game and losing your best player.
Doesn't seem willing to want to go off.
Yeah, favoring that right leg.
Have anything anybody to replace him. But they will bring in
Yeah.
Moulton.
Moulton's going to come in, and Rayshawn's going to head to the bench for a seat. Athletic trainers will check him out. Here is Kawan Smith. 3:20 left to play. Here is Marshall Harrison. No good on the shot. There's KJ with the rebound. No good. Put back, still no good, but back to the line we will go. Collinsville trailing by 11. 62-51. 3:15 left to play here in this fourth quarter. And fouling out of this game was Jared Adams. And that's the 10th team foul. KJ at the free throw line. 3 for 3. Shouldn't have said a thing. Next one. Good. 62-52. Collinsville trailing by 10. 3:10 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here's Keenan Waller. Waller has just hit all kinds of three-pointers tonight. He's got 5. So does Muhammad. All of Muhammad's have come in the first half. Underneath the basket, left all alone. Can't do that. Malik Williams. That was an easy one for him. Back to a 12-point lead. And here is Moulton outside for Geladini. Geladini over to Kawan Smith. Marshall Harrison for 3. Might as well just stop trying to hit three-pointers tonight, guys.
That's about where we were there going into halftime. They seemed patient enough to stay away from the threes. But now as it's getting later here, it's too late to not be trying them, and they're not getting any closer.
Rayshawn Taylor comes back into the game as the Lancers bring the ball up. Here is Keenan Waller. Waller out to the top of the key. Now back over to this side. Muhammad for 3. That one misses its mark. Rebound belongs to Kawan Smith. Collinsville brings it up. KJ off the glass, gets it to fall.
Jones for the Kahawks.
Jones brings his team back to within 10, but time is running low here for Collinsville. 2:05 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Top of the key and a timeout called by Belleville. Let's thank the city of Collinsville. You can check out the city of Collinsville's Facebook page for information on upcoming events in the city. As always, the city of Collinsville, a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and they wish all district athletes good luck in their sports campaigns. And the real estate market is hot right now. You can trust the Blaylock team of RE/MAX Alliance to help you find the perfect home or help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today, 618-780-4622, or check them out online, www.blaylockteam.com. And when you do, ask about their Hero program. That gives discounts to law enforcement officers, teachers, firefighters, nurses, and EMTs.
Say congratulations to the freshman basketball team who won the conference tournament tonight in East St. Louis.
Nice.
They beat East St. Louis 37-34.
You'll have to make sure you pass that information on to me so I can add it to the story when I get back home and type up the results from this one, which right now would not be looking so hot. We're under 2 minutes to go. Turnover, Belleville. Collinsville brings the ball back up. Smith, Taylor, foul. This one's going to go against Ramsey. That'll be his second. We are already into double bonus time, so Rayshawn Taylor will be shooting 2 from the line here for Collinsville. First one, good. Rayshawn now 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Collinsville back down to 9 and now 8. 1:52 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here is Waller. Waller being bothered in the backcourt. Now it's thrown up to Isaiah May. May back to Waller. Waller across the line, gets it to Ramsey. Back to Waller at midcourt. Waller with 1:35 to go here in this fourth quarter. Gets to Stacker. Stacker over on the far side and pushed away by Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor will go in and he'll be fouled. That's going to be the third one on Stacker. And Rayshawn Taylor will head back to the free throw line, trying to get this down to a 6-point game. 1:29 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Rayshawn, good. And the second one good.
As close as it's been since early in the second quarter.
Down to a 6-point game. 1:25 left to play here in this fourth. And here's come Collinsville trying to put on some pressure. And now we're going to have a foul. This one is going to go against Rayshawn. That'll be his third. To the free throw line, Isaiah May. May has not had a trip to the free throw line tonight, but he has a pretty good free throw percentage of 78.6 on the year.
Knocked down a couple three-pointers that set the pace early in the game.
Hasn't hit one since. And almost wanted to come back out.
Started to pop back out and then died and fell back in. Get the rebound here if he misses this one.
Next one, that one is a miss, and the rebound does belong to Collinsville. KJ gets it up to Rayshawn, over to Kawan Smith. Kawan gets it back out to Taylor, and he is fouled by Braxton Stacker. That'll be the fourth one against Stacker. And 2 shots coming up for Rayshawn Taylor. Chance to get this thing to within 5. Pretty soon, I think you're going to have to hit a three-pointer. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. If he starts knocking down their free throws, you got to get twos for threes. But so far, East is helping the Kahoks by turning it over and having missed one free throw last trip down.
Rayshawn misses the second one, gets his own rebound, tried to put it back up, would not go in. And the Lancers bring the ball down. Collinsville trailing by 6, and another turnover.
May just turns it over there with lost control of it, and then big KJ on top of him, and he loses it out of bounds. And
1 minute to go here in this fourth quarter.
Too much to finally hope for a three?
I know, huh? Here is Kawan Smith. He'll dribble his way into the perimeter and then back out. He'll give baseline. Marshall Harrison up underneath, off the glass, good for 2 for Keidrian Jones. Collinsville back to within 4. Here comes Isaiah May. May up to Waller. Back out to May. Coming up on 35 seconds. Out front for Ramsey. Ramsey. And he is fouled by, nope, a timeout called.
Ramsey may be the one you want to foul, but you can't let KJ get that foul.
No, he has none to give. 32.9 seconds left to play here in this fourth quarter. 65-61. Lancers have a 4-point lead. Collinsville has trailed by as much as 14 in this game a couple of times and have come all the way back, but is it too little too late? We'll find out. 32.9 seconds, that's a lot of time in basketball, especially with Collinsville having, I think, 3 of their timeouts left, and the Lancers have 1 left.
Board over here says 2.
2,
Not sure which
2
is
for
right.
us. Yep, I think that might be right.
Not sure which
I
is
forgot
right.
to take 1 away, so Collinsville has 2, Lancers have 1.
You're going to have to hit a big shot here and hope East keeps missing their free throws. Kahoks have been helped out so far a lot here by Belleville East, but they're going to need some more breaks to head their way these final 30 seconds.
Lancers led by 2 after 1. They led by 14 after the first half, and they led by 11 at the end of 3 quarters. Now that lead down to 4. Here's Braxton Stacker. He will inbound. And he'll do so into the backcourt to Waller. You know Waller wants to take it all the way around, waste as much time as he can, as Caleb Bullinger was brought into the game just to foul. The 5'8" sophomore did his job perfectly. Keenan Waller has not made a trip to the free throw line tonight, but he has 6 3-point baskets to his credit, so we know he can hit from long range. And he comes in at a 78.3 clip from the charity stripe. First one in.
They got all the confidence in the world from Waller. East puts nobody on the line. Hits the first one.
Hits both of them, 6-point lead. So Collinsville needs a couple of 3-point buckets. Here is Kwan Smith. Smith floats, drives, scores.
Not going to settle for the threes just yet. Look at the 2 to get this back down to 4, 24.2 to go. Coach Lee calls timeout. Not ready to settle for the threes yet. They know they haven't been falling.
No, not yet. Gonna give it another try. 67-63, 4-point lead for the Lancers. 24.2 seconds left to play here in this fourth quarter. Made for an interesting finish, though, hasn't it?
Made for an interesting finish. I thought, East shot lights out there in the first half, and then it seemed like their second half game plan was to just stall the game out a little more, not worry about knocking the threes down, just take time off the clock here. And I didn't know if they could keep that going here the whole game, and it's caught up with him here late in the game as their shooters are cold. But they got to just knock down free throws the rest of the game, as Kahoks have showed they can't hit any threes just yet.
Well, Lancers tried 12 three-pointers in the first half and hit 10 of them. Since then, they've only tried 4 more times.
Yeah,
and they've hit 3 or 4 of them.
They knew they didn't need them, but they haven't made the few that they've shot.
Bounce pass comes into Waller. He's trapped over in the corner. Timeout called by Belleville East before a whistle blew over in the corner. That's going to do it for timeouts for the Lancers. They have none left. Collinsville has 1 left.
An amazing trap there by the Kahoks in the corner. 3 guys had Waller locked up.
And nobody was open, huh? To the point where Coach Creek had to call a timeout.
Or the player did, whoever got the timeout there. So now East doesn't have any timeouts.
They can't make a mistake of calling one either, or they'll get a technical.
That would be devastating if they had anything like that occur.
Take you back to that Final Four game with the Michigan Fab Five, right? Chris Webber.
You can go back. Belleville East had a game in the B gym of a Holiday Classic with O'Fallon, where there was confusion on how many timeouts O'Fallon had left, and O'Fallon got assessed a technical foul.
67-63, 4-point lead for the Lancers. 21.8 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. Isaiah May is going to inbound. Far side sideline, corner, baseball style pass picked off by Marshall Harrison. Gets it up to Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor, smack that out of here, says Isaiah May. And Collinsville will get the inbound pass from underneath of their own basket. Time for a little underhand underneath the basket and a finish up by Harrison. Nope, out front for Kawan Smith. Smith over to Geladini. Geladini to Smith. Drives through the lane. Shot. No good. Rebound. Pushed all the way back down. Keenan Waller's going to take it down himself. No good. There is Kawan Smith with 2 seconds left and a foul coming up against Keenan Waller. That'll be his second. And we have 2.3 seconds left on the clock. Kawan Smith going to the free throw line where he has been very good tonight. He's only missed one. No. No. No.
Well, that hurt.
Yeah, it did.
You needed that one to fall. Your options were more if you made that one, but now you just got to knock this one down. You got to hope for a lot.
Got that one, and you got to get the ball back and hit a three-point shot. That's what you got to do.
You got to try find a steal, try anything, and hope for a shot, a miracle shot.
Collinsville uses their last timeout. 67-64, 2.3 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. Well, I got to tell you, when I was driving out here, I didn't even give it a thought for a second that Collinsville would end up losing this game. And they haven't yet.
They haven't yet. Some stuff to work out here. Belleville East just shot one of the better first halves you'll ever see anybody get. And they may just hold on here by the skin of their teeth.
10 of 12 three-point shots falling in for the Lancers in that first half. And that is where the big deficit came from that Collinsville is trying to overcome here. 3 points is the difference, but Collinsville does not have control of the basketball. They need a 5-second call or they need another steal. No timeouts left for anyone, so you can't call a timeout. Ball is either going to be inbounded.
What you're hoping for here, some kind of stop them from inbounding it. They make a mistake.
And foul immediately on Keenan Waller. And Waller makes just one of these, and this game's over. That was the 10th foul, by the way, so it is 2 shots. Waller, he's pretty much made everything he shot here tonight. Doesn't matter what part of the floor it's on, and he misses that one.
Well, the door's open here. If you get the rebound, you may have one pass, one dribble. It's going to be a half-court shot, and you're going to need a miracle, but door's open.
Waller misses. Rayshawn Taylor at the buzzer. Oh! Hits the front of the rim. Collinsville loses 67-64, and the Kahawks drop their second game in a row for the first time all season long. Well, that brings us into our post-game show brought to you by Cullip Jennings Florist. Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist is located at 517 West Clay Street. Stop in for weekly specials. Right now they have roses on sale. That's right, a dozen roses in a vase for $35. You can give Cullip Jennings a call at 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com. Final score, 67-64. Collinsville falls to 25-5 on the year, while the Lancers improve to 11-17. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and wrap things up for you. We'll have our coaches interview and all the the game stats that we have. All that and more coming up. Cullip Jennings Florist post-game show is next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullupjennings.com. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. Cullup Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullup Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullup Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullup Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullup Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullupjennings.com.
And we welcome you back into the Cullup Jennings Florist post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville drops this game tonight to Belleville East, 67-64. And joining us now is Collinsville assistant coach Eric Anderson. Coach, tough loss. How are the guys taking it down there?
You know, pretty quiet locker room right now. I think, I think in the long run this is going to be a good loss for us. Kind of, to lose to somebody that's not Belleville West or somebody like that. I think this, it's going to help us focus more in practice, I think, because that first half we had way too many defensive miscommunications, too many defensive breakdowns, guys getting past us, breaking us down. We're bringing help over, kicking to wide open shooters. And I'll give Belleville East credit. They knocked shots down. They were on fire. Would they hit 10 threes first half?
Man, they had 10 of 12. They went 13 of 16 in the game.
And in the past, too, they've always shot it well at home. And, we tried telling our guys
That's what Chris was saying.
For whatever reason, against us, they knocked down their shots, so give them credit. Their kids came ready to play tonight.
Yeah, I did not even think for a second you guys would come in here and lose this game tonight at all. I'm sure you guys didn't either.
I mean, I can sit there. It's always on our mind. We tell these guys any road conference game, it's going to be a battle.
Yeah.
And I thought the last time, we played these guys, our kids played hard and were ready to go, and we told them they're gonna remember that. We're coming into their place. Senior night, I believe. They're going to be fired up and ready to go, and they were.
Yeah, well, if it makes you feel any better, Alton beat Belleville West tonight at the buzzer, 44-43.
Yeah, well, see. You just never know in our conference. You never know.
No. I wanted to ask, and Chris and I just barely talked about it as we came out of the break for halftime. Is there any way possible that anyone was looking ahead to Friday's game against East St. Louis, and this game kind of just got the better of you because of it?
They're kids. That's natural. I know they're looking forward to that game a lot. So, yeah, I think that's natural. We handled East pretty easy at our place, and we were shorthanded that night. And I think our kids, it's very possible they look past them a little bit. We didn't play real well, and we ran into a team that was hot. I was proud of our effort at the end. We never quit. We kept coming back and kept fighting and finding a way to put ourselves in a chance to be there in the end, and we were. And, just a couple missed plays right at the end. I thought Ray's three-quarter shot.
Yeah, man, it was almost there.
It looked good.
Yeah, it did.
But, that would have been a miracle to make that. And so give East credit.
Yeah, well, you got to give East credit. So what's the schedule look? I know that the weather messing up things, man. You guys have one day until your next game, so not a lot of time to dwell on this or get ready for East St. Louis.
Yeah, and that's going to be a tough one. East St. Louis is going to have fresh legs. I don't believe they played this week, so they're going to be ready for us, and I'm sure they were here watching tonight, somebody. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough one. We're going to have to find a way and figure out a way to score a few more baskets inside. We struggled tonight finishing around the basket, and we know free throws have been an issue for us at times, so we got to find a way to make those easy baskets and take some pressure off of us, offensively.
Well, you guys went 26 of 31 from the free throw line, so that wasn't a bad night. But man, 0 for 17 from the three-point shot. If you guys didn't hit one, if you hit one earlier, we're still talking. We're still playing.
That's the way it goes sometimes. We've had some guys shoot it pretty well, and just one of those nights. Just didn't go in.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for the visit. We'll see you Friday.
All right, Todd. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That is Eric Anderson, the assistant coach for the Collinsville Kahawks, as they fall tonight by a score of 67-64. Here is a look at your final stats. Leading scorer here tonight belonged to Belleville East. That was Keenan Waller. He had 22. He split them up evenly. 11 points in the first half and 11 points in the second half as well. And he was the only one over the 20-point range. And Khalifa Muhammad, the only other Lancer to hit double digits, as he had 15 points. 9 points for Malik Williams, 8 for Braxton Stacker, 7 for Isaiah May. Jared Adams had 3 points, and then 1 point for Bryson Ivy. For Collinsville, they were led in points by Rayshawn Taylor's 14. After that, 13 for Kawan Smith, 12 each for Marshall Harrison and Kadrian Jones. So 4 of Collinsville's 5 starters hit double digits. After that, it was Laurent Geladini with 8 and Aaron Moulton with 5. Rebound effort was won by Collinsville, 28-18. Collinsville turned the ball over 9 times compared to 17 times for Belleville East, but the lines really is where the damage was done. Collinsville, as I mentioned, not bad from the free throw line, having hit 26 of 31, as the Lancers hit 6 of 13 from the free throw stripe, but the three-point stripe, that was the one that made the difference, as the Lancers went 13 of 16 from three-point land, while Collinsville went 0 of 17. It was 16-14, a 2-point lead for the Lancers after 1 quarter of play. Then they really turned it on, the Lancers did, hitting all kinds of three-pointers in that second quarter, outscoring Collinsville 24-12 in quarter number 2. After the break, Collinsville came out and outscored the Lancers 17-14 in the third quarter to get that 14-point lead down to 11. And then Collinsville outscoring the Lancers in the fourth quarter as well, 21-13, but it wasn't quite enough as the Lancers hold on for the 3-point victory. So, Chris Kettler, your final thoughts as we head to the final game of the season Friday against East St. Louis.
Well, Coach Anderson said it, Eastside is going to be fresh. They haven't had to play this week. And there's really nothing to play for on either side of this game now. Conference championship is wrapped up for East St. Louis. So it's all about pride on Friday. playing that game. Collinsville wants another shot at Eastside after the game a long time ago, 100 years ago, back in December, and it's all both teams are going to go separate ways in the playoffs, 3A, 4A. So it's just going to be the last game, the last time to go out there for the regular season and put it all out there on the line.
Well, not only that, not only do you want to win to avenge the loss back in December, but you want to head into the playoffs on a high note.
Right. It's for two-game losing streak now. It hadn't happened yet, and we got to get out there on a high note. This has happened before a few years back. The last conference championship team stalled out there here on the last week of the season and then went in the playoffs and was ice cold and lost that playoffs game. So, yeah, it's all about getting some momentum heading into these playoffs. East St. Louis is they're good. They're fun to watch, and it'll be a good time on Friday night, last home game.
Yeah, number 4 ranked team in Class 3A versus the number 9 ranked team in Class 4A. But after this loss against Belleville East, I guarantee they won't be ranked 9th next week, unless they beat East St. Louis.
Well, I think the polls might be over with heading into the regional,
yeah,
so it
probably.
might be irrelevant.
All right, sir.
It was fun to watch.
All right, thank you for your work and your time, and we'll talk to you Friday. That's going to do it for us from here from Belleville East High School. Final score once again 67-64 in favor of Belleville East. And our last game of the winter sports season, in the regular season anyway, will be Friday. East St. Louis comes into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. We'll be on the air around 7:15 with the pregame show. 7:30 is the tip-off. And until then, my name is Todd Duke. Everyone have a fantastic evening.